Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while. I haven't been posting a lot of videos since lately, but I have to talk about this. This couldn't just go under the carpet. Let's talk Batman versus Superman. I actually got to go see a pre-screening for this movie, so this was actually my first time, and I want to give a huge shout out to Damien for getting me those tickets, so I was able to see it before everyone else, and it was a blast. It was a blast. We actually had Zack Snyder said a few words. He actually said for people not to spoil it for anybody, and apparently people didn't give a shit. They just went as soon as that movie was done. I don't know how many, you could have just seen it on YouTube, how many people actually went and just blasted a whole amount of details about this movie. So luckily we're a couple of days in. That's why I'm only going to be talking about the movie right now. Hopefully I'm not going to give too much, because I know it's still a lot of people have not gone to see this movie because tickets have been going like that. But I'm very intrigued about this movie. I thought the movie was great. The census is out in the YouTube world and in the nation, newspapers, journalism, is that this movie's trash. Everyone is shitting on Zack Snyder's movie right now. I don't understand why, because from what I saw, I loved it. The one thing that I think everyone is on agreement with is that Ben Affleck, he pulled off an older Bruce Wayne properly, and Batman, which is good, which is great. I loved him as Batman, and yeah, Zack Snyder picked the right character, picked the right actor for him to play that role. And Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, there is where I have the issue, because I'm coming from, I should say this, I've read maybe 2 comics about Superman, and basically all of my knowledge is coming from Justice League and Smallville, and the movies here and here that DC makes about Superman. So, but as a result, I never got that vibe that Lex Luthor is a guy with tics, a guy with like serious mental issues where you're wondering, okay, is he all there? Because in all the Lex Luthor movies that I've seen, TV shows that I've seen, I'm talking about Smallville right now, he's methodical. He thinks many steps ahead. He's not like borderline insane. Like they made Lex Luthor act like Joker in this movie, or the Riddler. A lot of people said that those were the similarities between the characters, and I have to agree. That's not the vibe that I ever got from Lex Luthor. He's not a guy with tics and antics like that. He's methodical. He thinks things out. Yes, he'll screw you over, but he does it with a smile. and he's like, yeah, he just doesn't. I don't know, the portrayal that they did. Oh, I was like, you guys should just went with Michael Rosenbaum from Smallville. He's Lex Luthor in my mind, because of how many seasons we've seen him as Lex Luthor. He is Lex Luthor as of right now. I don't know any actor who can play the Lex Luthor role as of yet. I did not like Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor in that other Superman movie. That's just me. Yeah, during the screening they gave us this. Hopefully you can see this. Yeah, little pamphlets here and there, but yeah, Wonder Woman. When that music came on, when you first see her in her suit, I was like, dope. This is going to be dope. and the battle scenes were dope. My only issue with what's the actress name? I believe it was Galdo. Um, she didn't talk a lot in this movie, and it's because we've already heard that her own movie will be coming out. So I think that's why I didn't really give a backstory on who she really is. And this movie was just like a teaser on what's to come, and there were times that she did talk. I was like, what did she say? Because, boy, yeah, I barely got what she was saying throughout the movie. The few times she did talk, I was wondering what she was saying. But I don't know if can she by herself pull a movie that we can sit down and watch for an hour and 30 minutes and be fully involved. I as of now I'm not sure. But what they showed in the Batman vs Superman movie, I loved. So, yeah. And okay, a lot of people the dream sequences. I'm gonna say the dream sequences. Some people are saying that it's not in this movie. That I was like blown away when Batman's in the desert. I'm really trying not to divulge into too much information. When he is in the desert and you're wondering what the hell's going on, like why is he there, and you see these creatures. I'm not gonna say what they are, what they look like. I'm just gonna call them creatures. I was like, okay, that to me was like mind-boggling, but I honestly think people should actually watch the Flash. Is it the Flash? Flash Paradox. If you guys know what that is, it's an animated movie that DC did. Check that out, cause that I saw that and I saw similarities here and there about what Zack Snyder was trying to do, and yeah, I think that would help people understand on where they're planning to go a bit. Just a little here and there. When Superman is up in space, and they have that, that what he looks like after the huge debacle with him in Doomsday. I was like, whoa! I saw a little bit of similarities. If you've seen that Flash movie that I'm talking about, Paradox, you see similarities of what happened to Superman and how he's so drained out of energy. He looks like a like a leukemia patient. But okay, how he looks like a guy who's struggling. I should say that. But yeah, this is the movie that I think everybody should watch. He got my interest. I'm excited for the next movie. I don't know why everyone's shitting on Zack Snyder. Yeah, you might not be following what the comics are doing right now, but if you're so upset about this, which a lot of people aren't reading comics, number one, they go and see this in movies, and it's the right of the director if he wants to go a different route. Keeps things interesting. Keeps the people who actually read the comics being like, where are they going with this? And so they don't spoil it for the rest of the people, because yeah, that's what people tend to do. So yeah, I really liked the movie. Doomsday, he did look like a Ninja Turtle. I did not really like the way he looked. Yeah, that did bother me a bit. The effects of when he would get a bit of damage and then he would get a little bit more powerful, that was a bit weird. It did look a bit weird. I'll give the people that. But what else? What else about this movie Yeah, they showed you where Batman is when Henry Cavill, who plays Superman, is beating the shit out of Zod. They show you where Batman is. That I liked. I liked that they showed that in the movie. The beginning of Batman vs Superman, I did not like, on where Bruce Wayne falls into the pit where it's the Batcave, and he's floating for some reason. He just starts to float with all the bats, and you're wondering, okay, why? That, to me, I don't think they should have done that. What else? They made a linkage between the names of Batman's mom and Superman's mom, which I did not realize that though their names were similar. This whole time I did not realize that. I'm gonna have to look that up in the comments because I never ever paid attention to that, and that was, to me, that was shocking what they did there, because my mind was blown away. A lot of people, I know some people were like, I knew that, but it's funny, no one mentioned that at all. In all the times I've talked to people who were vastly immersed into the comics and everything. So that link that they put into this movie was amazing to me. Yeah, just go and see this movie. I'm just happy that we live in a time where we can actually say that, yo, we saw Batman and Superman duke it out. I did want Batman to, like, I wanted to see some blood here and there. I did not think it was as gritty as it should be. I like that they went dark. They didn't go no PG-13, which is great. It was a darker tone throughout the whole movie. Yeah, Batman was literally the Punisher in this time. He killed some people. A lot of people died, which is not the typical Batman that we've seen before. Like, yeah, he might break a couple of arms, legs here and there, but in this movie, Batman is shooting up people. Rockets are flying. He doesn't give a hoot. He's just having at them. And I personally was like, if you are a vigilante, you can't be always concerned on how the other person is going to be treated after you giving them the whooping that they deserve. Maybe that's why I like the Punisher. A lot of people don't, but I like that they went more of the Punisher route. A lot of people were like, that is not how Batman is traditionally, which I understand. But let's just say, in a modern day Batman, he wouldn't be able to control the situation. If you punch somebody in the face, person falls down, you cannot predict that a person will not fall down and be brain dead when their head hits the cement or the sidewalk. That's just how life is. And I like that they didn't give a this. Zack Snyder's like, he didn't give a fuck. He's like, yo, we're going to go the Punisher route. So I like that. Yeah. So go and see this movie. Yeah, I loved it. I need to go see it again. I do believe I missed a few things. A lot of people were angry that they had these, because they had cameos in this movie. A lot of them. And a lot of people are angry that the Aquaman sequence, I loved it when the camera zoomed in and you saw those eyes glow. That was cool. That was cool. Everyone was saying, oh, that was shit. I'm like, no. To me, that was cool. I applaud you, Zack Snyder, for doing that. That was great. Keep it coming. And I'm just looking forward to the next. You watch Visual Veils, and I'll see you on the next one.